When we first started, we couldn't figure out what we really wanted to call ourselves. And one day we were having a couple beers, me and my brother, trying to figure out what to do, and he brought up the name Brew, and at first I really wasn't sure about it, but as more I thought about it, the more it was kind of a catchy name, and it seems to stick, and it's one of those things that once you hear it, you're not sure about it, but it's one of those things that you never forget. So our first couple systems that we built compared to what we build now are just totally different. They're extremely rough. Actually, the first version I still have, but I got it stored away. Someday I might bring that back out just to prove that I actually brewed good beer on it. The second version, I still brew on that. I use kegels for my kettles, and it's just a 10-gallon batch system that I still brew on today. Controls are totally different, not as sophisticated as what I have now. In order to succeed in any business, you have to be passionate about what you do, and for some reason, it really intrigues me how everything works. As far as the process goes, it's more like a science project to me. The biggest thing that I take the most pride in about Brew is that we're an American-made company doing as much American-made products as we possibly can, and really striving, and I take a lot of pride in that. So, primary customer is basically the startup guy that wants to go from a home brewer to a professional level, starting out with a nano brewery. You can't afford that big, $50,000 or $100,000 system to get into the business, but you can afford, $10,000 or $20,000 to get into the business, to get started, prove himself, and then once he proves himself, then they take it to the next level, go to a larger system, and then they use our system as a pilot system later on to do their test batches on. So our four main systems consist of a 2-burner, 2 different versions of a 3-burner system, and then our double batch 4-burner system. So our double batch 4-burner system is what we sell the most. Basically, you're able to brew 2 batches at one time on that system. And there's no hot liquor tank, so all the hot water comes from a tankless hot water heater, an on-demand hot water heater that's mounted near the system and allows you to basically have 2 mash kettles and 2 boil kettles going at the same time. You can actually brew 2 different beers at the same time, or have 1 main beer and blend them in the fermenter in the end. And then the little 2-burner system that we had are mainly directed towards the home brewer. It's based on the same principle as the 4-burner system, but just a smaller version, or half the size. And that runs off a tankless hot water heater as well. And that comes complete. Everything on that 2-burner is a complete system for the home brewer. The other ones that we sell, there's a small version of a 3-burner and a bigger version of a 3-burner. So the only differences on those are basically the size of the frame is a little bit bigger on the bigger system and has larger burners to accommodate larger kettles. Actually, the systems that we create, obviously with the 100-gallon kettles that you see here, you're able to do 2.5 barrels of beer on this 3-burner system here for less than $12,000, $13,000. And then any other system out there that's comparable that actually produces that volume is 2 or 3 times the cost. So we're able to do that kind of volume at a reasonable price. We do a lot of customized work too. If a customer comes with a request, we can build a 3-burner or a 4-burner system, as you see here, and we actually can start out putting kegels on there right off the bat. And then as the customer decides that he wants to upgrade to larger kettles, we can make it fit from a kegel to a 100-gallon kettle all in one. And as he gets more money, or actually he wants to upgrade, he can actually add that at that point anytime.